Good evening, everyone. Um, I hope this evening finds you relaxed, and if you had a rough day, um, I pray that tomorrow is better for you, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your evening and that you tomorrow will find you in a better mood if it wasn't a good day. If it was a good day, then great. Um, I'm coming over here this evening because I wanted to talk about when we are in relationships and they don't go well. And, all of us have faults, but for the most part, if your relationship has ended or is ending because of something that has nothing to do with you, I want you to remember, don't feel bad. I mean, I know it's a natural feeling, and I'm only saying that because I'm learning that if I know I did my best, and doing my best means I, I did, every which way to make this relationship work. I bent, I was strong, I was submissive, or whatever terms you want to use, and you know that you did your absolute best to make a relationship work. Don't feel bad if it didn't. Now, of course, none of us wants a relationship to end. None of us do. We want that relationship to work, especially if we love and we care about that person. We don't want to see our marriages falling apart or a long term relationship to end. We want it to grow. We want to be with that person. But if it doesn't, I want you to remember, don't don't get depressed over something you can't change. A lot of times we get into relationships and we think that we can change that person. That's another thing. We got to be mindful of what people tell us when we meet them, how they act when we meet them. Unless they changed all of a sudden, they showing you who they are. They are showing you that they might be nasty sometimes, or they might be mean, or if they saying things to hurt your feelings, that's going to keep happening. It is not going to change, believe me. Now, everybody, I'm not talking about everybody or the whole world, or because some people are willing to see, well, dang, I need to do some things different. But for the most part, if you're with someone and your relationship is ending because they cheated on you or they abused you, or um, they just want to remain selfish, that's not you. That's them. So if you find yourself always giving in or always bending to meet their needs, you walk on eggshells, you can't do anything right, or they cheat on you and blame you. Let me tell you, if you want to, if I'm that bad that you want to cheat on me, don't be with me. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad about having that time to yourself. Don't feel bad about what they did. You can feel bad because the relationship is ending. Absolutely, that's a natural reaction. But don't feel bad that they are who they are. Don't do that to yourself. I had to learn that. I'm still learning that. And sometimes, yeah, it still hurts. I mean, it's still kind of fresh for me. I'm not completely divorced. So I'm in a process of being divorced. However, I'm learning along the way how to love myself again. You know, I'm learning how to appreciate me. I'm learning how to do different things and learn different things. You know, if you have a close friend, or start doing things more with your friends. I mean, if you want to sit by yourself, you can do that too. If you want to take walks by yourself, but learn to appreciate you. Learn to appreciate the person that you knew you were or was before you got with this person that made you question or doubt yourself all the time. Don't settle for, I don't mean be picky. I mean, don't settle. Read the sign. Don't ignore. Never, 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 never ignore a sign when somebody is telling you who they are. I'm not talking about bashing men or bashing women. I'm talking about just go in with your eyes wide open, not fantasy, because all fantasy do is it get your heart broke. Don't pretend that everything is okay and it's not. If this person that you're with doesn't want to sit down and talk with you, if you're having problems and they dismiss you all the time, or they don't want to hear what you have to say, pay attention, but don't be upset with wanting it to end if it's not going the way it should. Now, I'm not telling any married couple to divorce. I'm saying the signs that it's not going to get better. Sometimes you just need to separate instead of divorce and just get yourselves together. Sometimes that's what you have to do. You don't have to go right into, well, look, I don't want to be with you no more. No, sometimes y'all just need to get that time away from each other to see if you can work it out separately. Go to a good counselor, not somebody that falls asleep on you, or they don't really help you with steps to make things better. If you're with somebody that just listen and they don't ever do anything they don't give you any type of steps, that's not a good counselor. It's not. So you need somebody who is going to help you through it, not just sit there and they really don't have anything to say. They're just listening to you. If they're not giving you any feedback and they're not making you think, that's not a good counselor. But I just want to make sure that whomever you are, if you're watching this video, don't feel bad about what other people do that they shouldn't do. Don't take on their stuff. That you can't control their behavior. Only they can. So don't trip off of or let them make you feel bad about the things that they are doing wrong to you. Okay? So let's talk about this. Respond, subscribe so we can be able to share with each other things that we do to help each other. Let's do that. let's get together, because we're not alone in this world. There are so many people that are going through what I'm going through right now. And I thank God. And I'm not telling you be religious. I'm just saying what works for me. It works for me to get up and spend time with God. That's my ritual. I read the word. I might watch a pastor or preacher if I can't get to church that day. But every morning I read the word. And then I might send a quote on Facebook to say what God has shared with me, so that I'm reaching out to others. And then I watch something that makes me laugh, because we need that. So don't stay in your sorrows. Do something that makes you laugh, that's beneficial to you. Not something that's going to hurt you or hurt somebody else, but something that's beneficial to you. Watch a funny show, you know, or if it's somebody that you talk to that can make you laugh, call that person. Okay? So that's me. I just don't want us to go through this world thinking that we are alone. There are so many of us going through broken relationships and trying to make them work, and they are not going to work because God did not put you two together. A lot of times we get with people when we know we shouldn't be with them. We know we shouldn't, and we do it anyway. But don't be upset about their behavior. Don't be mad. No. You have to begin to rely on that inner in you. Pay attention to it. Don't ignore it. Don't go, oh, well, I can change him. You know you can't. Can't no man change a woman, and can't no woman change a man. Period. If they want to do better, they will. If they don't, believe me, they won't. You might see it for a short period of time, but most of the time, if they, and then they'll go right back to doing the same thing they did at first. I don't know how many times I have asked my soon to be ex not to talk down to me. Let's sit down and talk to each other, please. Now it's we barely saying, it's we don't speak. We can't talk to each other. We can't see each other and have a conversation about what happened, about something you lied to me about. So I just want you to remember, don't be upset with somebody else's actions. Don't feel bad about what they did. You can feel bad that the relationship has ended or is ending, but don't feel bad about what they did. Don't take that on. Don't act like that's something that you did to them, and don't let them make you feel bad about something that you didn't do. Okay? So I appreciate you listening. I hope that you will subscribe. I hope that you will share. I hope that you will, be willing to get it off your chest. Believe me, I'm working on it, because you don't want to tell everybody your business. But there's so many people out here that need what we do. They need to talk about it, because they might be afraid to go to a counselor. They might be afraid to tell their family. So let's talk about it. Okay? Let's get it out. Let's open up and be willing to share with each other and give each other advice, and good advice, not just say anything. Okay? Thanks for listening.